I'm Kurt Bubna. I'm the senior pastor at East Point Church in Spokane, Washington. There's three main organizations, church organizations in Botswana. There's the OIC, Organization of African Indigenous Churches. There's the BCC, which is the mainline churches, Anglican and such. And there's the EFB, which is the Evangelical Fellowship of Botswana. We met and we did a one-day overview. I knew early on, because as I got to know the people that I'm working with, that they really value dialogue. They value the interaction of African to African. And the first time I came, when we did module 1, I didn't give them enough time. I said, okay, break up in groups, and take 10, 15 minutes. And I'm pulling them, trying to get them back, and they didn't want to stop. And then they said, next time, well, why don't you let us share? And I thought, let you share? I've got so much to cover, so much material to get through right now. I thought, there's no way. But the last 2 times, probably the best thing I've done, the best thing we've done, is I give them some information. I've reduced it a little bit. I've talked a little less, which is challenging. And I've said, okay, now you talk. Here's some questions. You discuss it. And then I've gone to each group, and I said, okay, you pick somebody. And usually only 3 or 4 from the entire, we've had 150 to 200. But you pick one person that's going to represent your group. Tell me one thing you gleaned, one thing you learned, or one struggle that you had, so that you can help them, because nobody can speak to Africans better than Africans. And that has been really good. So it's been good that the interactions that we've had have been very open. I've encouraged an open dialogue, open conversation, honesty. Yesterday on our implementation team, one of the members said, well, I need to say this now because I don't want to say it behind your back. And I said, good, that's great. Let's get it out on the table. And we kicked it around. And then actually the 2 answers to her question were not from me. They were from 2 other of the implementation team members that just went right to the cut to the heart of the issue. So it's been really interesting for me just to get exposed to them and to see the challenge and yet the beauty and how they're trying to work together and to make this thing called purpose-driven work in the country. And what's been really exciting for me is that they've got who I am. They understand me, and that our church has invested in them. And I've said it, and they get it. They want to invest in others. They want to give away. They've been blessed. They've been the recipient. They say it all the time. They pray it all the time. God, as you have given to us and blessed us from East Point and Pastor Kurt, we want to do that for others. And when I hear that, I just get all choked up, man. I do. It's like, wow, their heart is so there. And I know God can do amazing things through them because they've seen us, my church, our people, sacrifice and give away what God's given to us. And so the church, the pastors, the leaders in Botswana, I truly do believe that 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now, they're going to look back at this time, this experience. They won't remember me, my name, and I don't care. But they'll look back. Remember when God brought purpose-driven to Botswana? Remember when we learned about the 5 purposes? Remember when we learned how to really be balanced? Remember when we learned how to get outside of our 4 walls and to be evangelistic and to reach? Remember when we learned peace and how it changed? How cool would it be if instead of Botswana being the number 2 AIDS capital on the planet, that they dropped to 8 or 9 or 10 over the next 10 years because of the peace plan? I mean, I can't even imagine the lives that would be. And that's what we're about. That's why we're here. And they get that.